In today's video, we find out that lockup life's not what you think it is. Who learns the hard way that the version of life that they thought they bought isn't the one that they were sold? And what happens when the reality checks bounce? Well, let's find out together, shall we? Hello and welcome to Lawd Lukan. It's time to buckle up, act up, and watch the chaos show up as we brace ourselves for another episode of Love During Lockup. On today's show, we meet the third woman in Moomoo's loverama.
I make adult waffles.
What does Gigi think now she's seen the first episode?
If I had a chance to kill one of you motherfuckers, it'll be your ass!
Ayesha's denial runs deep.
My daughter does not know that Mikhail is in prison.
Did they get a cameraman to pretend to sleep with Emily?
Alright, come here, Daddy.
And how bad at lying is Moomoo's mum?
They not together.
Yeah.
All this and more right here on the Lawd Lukan channel.
You get a kid, you get a kid, you get a kid.
Shorty don't know nothing about no raincoat.
Hold it down.
Greetings, Rebonjour, and Yoroshiku to you. Big loves to those who've subscribed, you beautiful people. And a Laura Piana baby cashmere scarf to the lords and ladies of the Lukan Manor. So, mon petit pois, I thought I'd take us on a little trip to see the second half of that episode of Love During Lockup. Check out the boxy thing, wherever that's going to end up turning up. So, grab your coat, put on a sturdy pair of shoes, and we'll grab a coffee on the way, shall we, my treats? And away we go. Ah, the Earth, a little blue, mostly harmless planet, home to such amazing inventions as the wheel and things like sliced bread, apparently, because, apparently that was amazing. As early humans, courtship was quite simple. You spotted someone across the fire pit, offered them a freshly stalked deer, and hoped they didn't hit you with a rock. But now we've replaced all that with the Facebooks, where the modern ritual involves stalking someone's holiday pictures from 2011, and hope they don't hit you with a block. And most people agree that the rock was somehow nicer. And it's here where our story today begins. More specifically, all the way down here in the Baltimore docks. And it's in this delightful location that we're going to be meeting our first couple. Goddess, aka Gigi, and Damond, aka Moomoo. So, let's begin.
The Maryland Correctional Facility.
Now, today's a big day for Gigi. She's here to meet a very important person. Yes, indeedy, and while she's here dressed like she's off to the gym, she's got an impression to make.
Like she ready to walk down the runway.
Wow, who could it be? Someone with VIP status? Possibly a model? Naomi Campbell, perhaps? I mean, maybe she's here to throw a phone at Gigi. She's got a bit of time on her hands ever since her great friend Maxwell's been taken off to Texas for a little bit. Video on that subject coming up very soon. So, who is this most important person?
What's up, Mommy?
Mummy? Yeah, are you 5? Isn't he supposed to be some sort of street-level gangster? But he calls his mum Mummy, and named himself after the noise that cows make. Not the only noise that cows make, of course. But I'm not sure how you'd go ahead and spell that. Did you know that cows produce more methane from this end than they do from this end? Anyways, the woman who is apparently the most significant thing to happen in the last 2 minutes, who they say is all glam and elegance, although she walks more like clam and elephants, is in fact Moomoo's mother. She seems to take good care of herself, appears to have a fairly moral head on her shoulders, and likes to make sure that the hair is properly laminated.
But what's going on with Bonita? What's going on with her? How's that gonna play out?
Well, he's hoping it'll play out like a little horn pub video, a little Moomoo sandwich. He's not bothered in checking that this is something that they want to do, of course, because, as he told us last week, seeing as he's such a super stud, they'll just accept it. The guy's 30, but he seems to have the life perspective of somebody who's more like 13. He is doing quite well for 13, though, isn't he? I'd probably put him in more like his mid-20s by the look of him.
I think 20 to 20% real good.
You're gonna have to pick and choose, son. You can't have both.
Well, picking's not part of the plan for this particular young man. You know, we've heard a fair bit about Moomoo's baby mother and the third party in his super salacious plan. How about we go meet the woman? Yes? Well, brace yourself.
Like to talk to the trees, the leaves, to see if they move. They do.
Good. That's good. Yes. Leaves do tend to do that, though. It's what they call, wind. So Bonita here is a nature girl. She loves stimulating conversations with trees and talks 90% faster than most people can listen.
I'm very, very, very big on astrology. Like, the stars, the moon, everything in this world is like, everything is preordained. Like, so I do believe in horoscopes, but I will say I only listen to them when they resonate.
Yes, a fair weather believer. She only really believes when it's believable. Sure, okay, well, I'm quite like that with this show. I wonder what my horoscope says about today. Well, here we are, Scorpio stuff for the 28th of January, 2026. Unfortunately, you might not like everything you see or hear. Yup. But Bonita's not just a silly sausage, you know? But she's got a decent vocabulary and might be one of those secretly smart, but totally bat-poop crazy sort of kind of people. She's got 3 different jobs, including her jus stand poisson, which means powerful.
I do body sculpting as well. I'm a bartender, and I make adult waffles.
Say what?
I make adult waffles.
Adult waffles! Yes, look up your granny. Here comes an explanation.
For the waffles, I put eggs in them because coochies got eggs. And for the waffles, I put meat in them because sausage, duh.
Well, yeah, I mean, duh. Well, of course, the cock one has a sausage. Stupid. I like this woman. She might be mad as a bag full of badgers that just dropped a kilo of acid, but there's something quite endearing about her. Still, it's nice to have someone with a brain in their head.
I've been with Damond since 2018, so I don't know how many years it is.
Okay, yeah, scrap that idea. Clearly she's not a numbers girl. But that's right, maths fans. 2018 was in fact 8 years ago, or 7 years ago, depending on when this was filmed. But quite weirdly, 2 minutes later, and she kind of does actually know.
You know, we've been on and off for 7 years now, like...
Okay, yes, well, it's not just Moomoo who has some interesting plans for his release.
I can't wait for him to come home. I do have a few things planned. Trying to get pregnant.
Oh, good. Yes, well, I think we might need some lifeguards on duty by that gene pool. Moomoo's certainly going to be a busy boy when he gets out of prison. Gigi's planning a wedding, Bonita's planning on repopulating Baltimore, and Moomoo's planning on putting some woo-woo into bedtime. I know, can you believe it? What do you make of that? I know, yes. Do you need something? Is there something I can do for you? You just come to say hello, did you? Yeah, I love you too. I love you too.
I think I'm gonna have one more kid. One son, and I'm done.
Huh? Bonita's already got 2 kids, both of which are girls. And according to statistics, the chances that a woman that already has kids of a certain gender goes and has one of the opposite gender is in fact quite low. And according to a Harvard study, if you're over the age of 28, you are even more likely to have kids that are all the same gender. And how old is Bonita? Whoops.
Shorty don't know nothing about no raincoat.
Hold it down.
Indeed, but there's another thing that Shorty don't know nothing about. Monogamy. So how is he planning to pull this off? He not only needs a genius plan and how to introduce them to each other, and then suggest they all get down with the bow chicka wow wow, but also needs to figure out how to maintain a relationship with both of them until all this amazingness comes together.
We've been engaged for about 4 to 5 years. I know he really do love me. Like, that's one thing I know.
Well, here's phase 1 of his master plan.
All right, son. Got your back.
So he's planning on lying about his release date so he can spend as much time with Gigi first. That's got the fresh fragrance of failure all over it, doesn't it? Maybe because Bonita might be wondering why he's not calling her all of a sudden. And maybe because he's just been recorded saying all that on the TV show that both Gigi and Bonita are highly likely to be watching. And what does Gigi think now she's seen the first show?
If I had a chance to kill one of you motherfuckers, it'll be your ass. Fuck.
Ha! Good job. That man's in trouble. And good for her too. It makes a nice change that somebody hasn't just slipped into denial mode and just thought, no, I'm gonna make him mine. I'll fix him. Like it's some kind of competition and the winner gets the booby prize. And the 2 women just go head to head rather than just whooping him upside his. And what do you think Gigi makes of this episode, number 2? Now she's seen it, where him and his mother are complicit in their dastardly plan.
That's how this shit going, queen shit, bitch. I'm tired of bitches, I'm tired of your mama, I'm tired of your daddy, bitch, and I'm tired of you.
That's quite specific, isn't it? But I agree with her. Mama's no good.
Mama Bear's gonna be there to step in.
Well, maybe if she was less of a teddy bear and a bit more of a lion, her beloved mummy's boy wouldn't be in the situation that he's put himself in. Maybe if the light was less busy shining out of his butt, and more busy highlighting his awful behaviour, then maybe he'd stay both out of jail and out of the doghouse. But for now, bears be busy being snakes.
You're such a beautiful lady.
Thank you, you too.
Right then, prepare yourself for some debauchery, as we've got an appointment with Emily and Justin in the arse end of Nevada, as some little pervert has an appointment with the arse end of Emily. Now, if you remember in my video, The First Look, linky up there hopefully, you'll recall that Bella's brothel not only has a phone number and an email, which they don't use to reply to mine, thank you very much, but they also have a CP radio channel. And today, one of Emily's tasks is to send a message across the airwaves. Let's hope that her reading is a bit better than her acting.
You like a dark hair, thick, tatted temptation, come see me and the rest of the ladies waiting for you here at Bella's Illegal Brothel in Wells, Nevada.
Her what?
Here at Bella's Illegal Brothel.
I think she's supposed to say legal brothel, not illegal brothel. But no one seems to have noticed, and they're all busy giving her a good old round of applause for all of her amazing efforts.
Okay, so like that. Okay, good. Oh.
Yeah, but she's kind of advertised an illegal brothel, but never mind. It's not like the guys are going to say, oh, no, sorry, love, could you show me your license and registration first, please? And from blowing her lines to blowing, something else. It's not just Emily that has a husband and adult work combo. Bushy Meadows. Bushy Meadows. Also has a husband who's off in Hawaii with his sugar mama. There you go. And as Justin, who is struggling to process the whole courtesan thing, gives her a call to try and organise a marriage in prison, which presumably is his way of trying to make it feel like his woman is his woman.
I can do it August 3rd.
August. That's only like a month away.
There's a ring at the door and it's cock-a-clock for the ladies, who have 3 minutes from when the bell rings to get their butts down for a lineup.
Okay, I love you so much, but that was the lineup bell.
So, what do you make of this story? I've seen some comments which say that WETV have gone a little bit too far south on this one, and that keeping a storyline about a prostitute isn't quite worth it when the ending is that a man takes his own life. What do you think? Would WeTV keep the story if Emily was just a retailer? And are they just cashing in on the subject? Because the views that it brings in may just outweigh the moral aspect of Justin's actions. I mean, they spent all this money on filming, right? It'd just be a waste of time and money if they just cut all this stuff out, right? It's just a TV show, right?
Not how I wanted to start this new adventure, but right now I gotta get my together because I got a career. I still need to keep going.
Let's fly over to Atlanta, Georgia to see what's happening in the world of Ayesha and Mikhail. And the last time we saw Ayesha, aka rap star Yo Mama,
wear they clothes on them real tight, like OJ hand in the glove. I came with these hoes.
She's decided to go to Alabama and meet her man Mikhail's auntie and have a look at the land that he bought. I wonder where an ex-cocaine dealer got all the money to buy some land. Well, who cares about that, huh? But there is one small issue.
My daughter does not know that Mikhail is in prison. She's a corrections officer.
Now, here's that denial that I mentioned earlier. The daughter is clearly well aware of jail talk and will be showing concern for her mother. And Ayesha would rather live in blind hope that the guy who can't quite get his own story straight isn't just telling her what she wants to hear.
So she's gonna automatically associate her job and the people that she's meeting there.
Most likely, yes. But in Ayesha's denial-driven mind, her daughter's prisoners are totally different to other prisoners. They're like her prisoners, and Mikhail's like Ayesha's prisoner. And that is totally different, apparently.
But he's not those people.
Yeah. Back now over to Baltimore, and we're back with Gigi, Moomoo, and oh look, Bonita's been added to the title card. And hers says entrepreneur, not cock waffle maker. And Gigi's says hairstylist, which is, of course. In fact, her business is called G Styles. So what's the topic of conversation here? Well, it's all about Moomoo stuff. And the fact that the mum now needs Gigi to help her get a U-Haul and go get it. Okay, cool. Well, that's not so bad, is it?
Okay. So where are we picking this up from?
Well, if it's not from jail and it's not from the mother's house, then where could it possibly be?
I thought it was a storage, but it seemed like it's leaning towards Bonita's house
And that's exhibit A of how much of a terrible liar this woman is. It's leaning towards Bonita's house. What, so like the stuff's not quite sure where it's going to be yet? It's considering staying at Bonita's house, but, hasn't quite decided where it's going to be at this moment. And the fact that we already know that Bonita's sold a bunch of his stuff doesn't really feature right now, so shh, we don't know that yet. And if you thought that was a bit sketchy, check out this next attempt at being convincing.
I mean, I know their relationship, they not together.
Yeah.
Where's Naomi Campbell in her phone when you need her? But no, it'll be fine. And it's not like Moomoo straight on the phone to Bonita telling her how much he loves her too. Hang on a second.
I want you to go ahead and focus on her.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
When Bonita finds out about Gigi,
Last up of the day, and it's back to Nevada. Nevada, of course, means snowy or snow-capped peaks. Other peaks belong to Emily, who's busy moaning about how awful it is to have to work so hard.
I'm on call 24/7.
Wow, you're like practically a nurse and stuff. But that is, of course, a lie. As we can see in this shot here, where you can easily see the schedule for the day. See? And we can clearly find that she's on call at 1 p.m, 5 p.m, 10 p.m, and 11 p.m. So she's kind of on call 4/7. Anyway, then the pervert gets the pick of the girls.
What's your name again?
Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Oh, what's your name?
Austin.
Okay, follow me. Have you been here before?
No.
Wow, that was both convincing and convenient there, wasn't it? That they just happened to pick her, even though she's just wearing a bunch of normal stuff, and just happens to have a film crew attached to her. That was lucky, wasn't it? I do wonder if this was just Steve the cameraman or something that they had to take one for the team. But yeah, they wouldn't just get a camera operator to do it, would they? Hang on a second. Maybe. Now I say this extremely carefully. The perv gives his name as Austin. That it just so happens that they have a camera operator called Austin. That Austin looks like this. What do you think? Similar-ish stubble pattern? Similar-ish sort of stubble under the bottom lip there? Nah, it must be just a coincidence. Although I have to say that the Austin, the camera operator guy, is also bald. So if this was him, then this very neat straight hairline would have to be a wig. What do you think?
Just went through a divorce, so wanted to spice things up a little bit.
Spicy is, one word for it. Creepy is quite another. But I wonder how you can make this place slightly more creepy than it already is.
We have these dolls that I guess bring good luck.
Nailed it. But Austin has a few tastes which are slightly different to the usual weirdo. He wanted to know if Emily did rope play. So off they go to the Shades of Grey room to check it out. But not before the DC exam.
So for like an hour in here, I would definitely want like 2,500.
Blimey! When she said 25, I thought, oh, okay, well that's kind of a bargain. But then she added the 100 part, and I was like, what? $2,500 for an hour with her? That's extortion. Sure, Bella gets half the money, but that's a lot, isn't it? You can get loads of cool stuff in Vegas for $2,500. You could get Nugget here and his friend Binions. You could get a Cub Cadet hydrostatic ride-on lawnmower. Check out this bad boy. You could also get a Jaguar, 2.5 Pontiac Bonnevilles, or 1,506 Hershey bars. Or you could jump on a plane, fly from Vegas to England, say hello to me, stay for 2 nights in the super posh Claridge's in London, and fly back again, all for just under $2,500. But no, this genius is going to spank it on an hour with Emily. No wonder he got divorced. And then it's time for one of our super convenient calls from the inmates, who tend to call at precisely the right time, unexpectedly. And Emily tells him that she's just been picked.
I love you.
We'll talk first thing in the morning.
The caller has hung up.
Would it have been better for her to lie to him? Or do you think that being straight with him is the best option? He chose to be with somebody that's in this industry. So you've got to kind of appreciate the fact that he's put himself in this position.
I feel like I have an obligation to not just hold that against her though, because I knew what I was getting into.
I'm sure it sounded great to a man with his sort of needs. Cool, he thought, maybe I'll get lots of sexy time. But that's really not how it works. What I found from working in the corn industry is that most people are a little bit broken. That it's extremely hard to date someone from outside of that. You'll never quite understand each other. It's a lot like being a drug addict. You get very good at bending the truth in order to hide the hurtful things from the people that love you. And whilst a lot of people diss her for what she does, and because she's a fame-hungry strumpet that's desperate for attention, he did make his own bed, just for somebody else to go lie in it.
Alright, come here, Daddy.
There's a strange comfort in being lied to, not because the lie is good, but because it lets us delay the moment that we have to face ourselves. It's easier to believe in a fantasy, to nod along, to pretend that the cracks aren't there. But every time you let someone take you for a ride, you hand them the map of your life and hope that they know the way better than you. But the truth has a certain kind of beauty. It's heavier, yes, and asks more of you. It also asks you to walk the harder path, the one without illusions and shortcuts. Yeah, that's the path that leads you back to yourself, to the version of you that doesn't settle for borrowed dreams and second-hand hope. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of time we had together. It is, as always, an absolute pleasure to entertain you. And as I mentioned before, I can do little voice messages now, so the first 10 comments will get a personalised little voice message from me. So if you like what I do, then do please like, subscribe, and check out one of these little beauties. So until I see you again, stay beautiful, love to my 3, and you take care of yourself.
Please subscribe now for our live.